I've never been more determined than I am right now to get my spark back. Normally after losing themselves, most people will search to find themselves again. And personally, I have a bit of a bold claim here. I think that most people search in all of the wrong places. It's this pursuit outside of themselves, externally, that they search to find that spark. But it has to be more than a performance. It has to be more than something external for it not to just to be a surface level thing. I think that the place where a lot of people kind of go wrong, where maybe it ends up being counterproductive, is they start from the wrong starting place. But it's just been on my head a lot recently, and I've definitely been a victim to this mindset where I start in the completely wrong place. Like I said, it's this external search for myself that I think I'm going to find it far away or somewhere else or something different, when actually I think that finding your spark or connecting with yourself again is so much closer to home than we actually think. I have a theory, and I think that when we lose ourselves, we don't actually lose it at all. I just think it gets buried. I think that the realest and truest version of ourselves gets hidden underneath so many opinions and judgments of other people. I think it gets buried underneath trauma and a lot of the things that happen to us, a lot of beliefs that weren't really chosen by us. And I think finding yourself is more about undoing than it is doing anything. When you've gotten to the bottom of that core version of yourself, I actually think what you'll find is that version of you underneath is more full of life, more vibrant. I actually think it's more of a homecoming than it is a quest to go and find anything. It's like finally coming home to yourself. So I think the better question is not where is this true version of myself, or where is that spark that I really want to get back. The better question to be asking yourself is actually, what is it buried underneath? What if it's not about searching far and wide for that version of you that you think that you're supposed to be, but meeting you exactly where you are right now? Losing your spark can come from so many things. I think you can go through a lot of trauma early in life or have a traumatic event. I think that you can go through a lot of life changes, breakups, especially when it's been for a really long period of time. Like, you look back at a big stretch of time within your life and you see that you've actually lost so much time just being so vacant. All of your vibrancy and light is not present, but you still kind of continue on with life. That brings a lot of grief. And I know I've definitely experienced that and am experiencing that currently. I look at the last 10 years of my life and feel so sad, but I'm grateful that I can question myself now and make change now, rather than asking myself this 20, 30, 40 years in the future and be so regretful that I didn't do anything about it and that I stayed in autopilot. Really question who lives under all of that rubble. The rubble of things that I think others have put onto me that I've just accepted as my own. I've accepted them as how I see myself or how I believe I am. And I just operate through life from that perspective. So really and truly, I think finding your spark again and finding who you really are is more about undoing than it is about doing. But I do think that when you are ready to change your appearance or pick out new clothes or do your hair, travel to the places that you want to travel to, I think that that starting point changes, because you know now that you're not doing it for anything external. I think you can start making those decisions and being sure that you're not doing them for anybody else or doing them for how you're going to be perceived. It's going to come from so much more of an authentic and genuine place, and that is truly where I am trying to get to. This is so stupid, but I literally would not wear certain things because I used to think to myself, well, someone like me doesn't wear that. What does that even mean? I still struggle with thoughts like that, but now I hear how silly they are. What do you mean I'm not the type of person who would wear that? Who says I'm not the type of person that gets to wear that? I even remember I used to be so reserved about things that I enjoy around certain people, because I used to be like, well, nobody here is gonna like what I like, so therefore I just need to be silent about it. I don't want to just be what everybody else wants me to be. I want to be who I actually am, and I don't want to dull that anymore. If I can be honest and candid with all of you watching, I genuinely feel that I am about 3 feet out of rock bottom. I have had such a hard last few years, and I'm sure if you're subscribed and you continue to watch my content as time goes on, I will definitely share more about some of the things that I've experienced. I have struggled so much mentally and also physically as well with some chronic conditions, and I have been traumatized by my past and people that were in it, and I only feel now that I am giving myself the space to be in that process of undoing. I've never been more determined than I am right now to get my spark back and to start making decisions from that place that feels genuine and right to me, and it's not based on anybody around me, and it's not based on trying to make everybody and everything around me smooth. For other people that might be the most basic thing ever, but it's taken me until now to finally get to that point where I've looked through all of that rubble to find that true version of me underneath, and I'm still figuring out who she is. Even though I feel like I've been in that process of undoing for a little bit now, I do still feel like I'm only just at the beginning of this journey. This part of the video is a little bit more personal, but I just feel like I should. I went out for lunch this weekend just past, and honestly, it's been really difficult for me to leave my house for the last couple of years. I've struggled with that a lot for more reasons than one. But I went to meet up with my friends that I haven't seen. I haven't seen them in about 10 years. And I ended up having a sequence of panic attacks in public. I wasn't loud or anything or disruptive, but I think people around me could definitely see that I was going in and out of some kind of episode, and I left so embarrassed. And one of my friends said to me that she wishes that she could show me a video of herself 10 years ago, because that's exactly where she was. She's doing so much better now, so I can't see where she was 10 years ago. Her saying that she wishes that she had a video has stuck with me, probably for more reasons than one. There's bound to be other people out there that are going through a similar thing, or even if they're a little bit further along or they're still in rock bottom. I just think that that would be what I would want to see. And that's why my friend saying that has just stuck with me, because she wants to show me that proof that she made it to the other side. What if I get to be that proof? I've decided I really want to document this process of getting my spark back, and I hope I can look back at videos like this and to be able to look and see myself doing so much better than I ever was. I want to see myself be able to do things again and go and do fun things and to enjoy life and to enjoy my loved ones and to travel. I just want to be connected to who I really am, and I think for so long I was in survival mode, and unfortunately so many years of that has ended up me being in a very bad place. But I'm so determined to get to the other side, and that's why I'm going to document it. Social media is often about catching people's attention and showing this amazing experience. It often is a highlight reel. Of course, there are people that show genuine things on social media, especially now. I think it's more common. But I don't know, I just think I've always shied away from being real about where I'm at, because I just don't want to come across as negative. I'll just wait until I finally feel like I'm in a better place, I guess. I just hope that this reaches the right people. And I hope that if you're in a place where you feel that you've lost yourself, start asking yourself what it could be buried under, because it's probably not far away from you at all. It's probably a lot closer to home than you think that it is. And in that undoing process, it's not aesthetic, it's not nice. It's actually quite painful and traumatic to really question where you've allowed yourself to be buried deep under some really unpleasant things, but you will never ever regret getting to the point where you connect with yourself again. I want to be more than what makes me different from everybody else, and I want to be more than the stuff I've experienced and what I've gone through. I want to be so much more than that, but I also know I can't rush the process. I really love creative content, I really do, but nothing means more to me than heartfelt, real stories from real people. Even though this video has kind of gone everywhere, but I think it serves as a nice check-in to kind of understand myself and why I've lost my spark. And I hope that it helps anybody out there to maybe question why they may have lost themselves too, and maybe how they can get back on track again. So many years disconnected from who I was and just wishing that I could feel whole as a person. And I think the reason why I didn't is because so much of myself was suppressed and buried, suffocated underneath opinions and judgments of everybody else, and underneath so much stuff that I had been through. So I'm just so excited to start over again.